Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we are looking at a German SS double decal M40 helmet. And this was a bringback from a GI from World War II. And it's kind of interesting. It was brought back and he was a medical corpsman. And he had it in his, basically his wooden crate that he brought back from World War II. Sat in the family home for 70 years and wasn't touched or anything. And then it showed up and here it is. So this is kind of the first time it's being seen, and just kind of goes to show that these things do still exist and do come out of the woodwork. This is a black M40 combat helmet, and this would have been assigned to the Allgemeine SS, who were part of the, I'm not going to explain the entire SS organization, but they were part of the general SS. You had the Waffen SS, and the Allgemeine was another branch, sort of. And this is called a double decal because it has two decals. You have your party decal here, and then on the other side you've got your SS decal as well. Now this is the black helmet. And these really were sort of more for formal occasions. Generally, if you were going to be in combat, you would be in a more camouflaged role. I've seen a number of SS helmets, black SS helmets like this, that were actually repainted in a camouflage pattern. The other thing that would happen with these is when the SS soldier was fearing capture, you'd see this taken off, or obviously this taken off as well. So a lot of times these will be scratched off. This one obviously has both decals on it. Don't really have any backstory of where it came from or anything like that beyond the soldier who brought it back. Really, this is just a standard M40 helmet. Nothing amazing there. And it, if you know German helmets, it's just got your standard rivet pattern, your vent hole here, your standard chin strap, and this one actually goes across the bill. It's probably not the best way to store that, but that's how it's been, so it's getting left. And again, you have your rivet here, your vent hole, and your party decal. And flip this guy over. And you have a standard liner on this. Just a standard German liner with your 8 tongues, like any other German helmet. This one actually is, again, painted black on the inside. There are some early ones. I've seen some M1917 Austrians and M16 Stahlhelms that were actually field helmets that were repainted for SS use. And so you'll see sort of the outside black and the inside has been left in the field gray colors. This one is interesting because it is named to a soldier. And we'll flip this over and take a look at that soldier's name. If the camera will actually look at that, there we go. So this SS soldier did actually put his name in his helmet, and he was, I guess, proud enough to be putting the SS in front of his name. So Rolf R. Holstein, that looks like. And you've got your maker mark here. And I believe this is a Quist size 64, which translates to medium. 64 is 64 centimeters, and that's a medium helmet. As you can see, it's got combat use and plenty of field wear inside there, but it is in good shape. It's got its original drawstring. It doesn't look like the liner is messed up, just a bit old. And that kind of brings up a question of, when you see leather like this that might need some sort of treatment, what do you do with it? Do you leave it alone? Do you treat it with something? And that's not really something I'm going to answer for you, but There are varying schools of thought. Some people will say, oh, treat it with something. Some people will say, don't. My personal philosophy is to leave things as they are as much as possible. And when you have to do any kind of restoration or treatment of leather, do the very least you can. There's some products that I use, and maybe we'll take a look at some of those in a future video. On a helmet like this, unless the leather is really super duper falling apart and just going to crack and break and kind of be destroyed, I'd err on the side of caution and leave it alone, because it really, all you're possibly going to do is hurt it. Helmet this rare and potentially this valuable, the less you do, the better. I certainly wouldn't treat it with anything like neat's foot oil or anything like that that's really going to get in there and make a very obvious difference that it was treated. But I'm not going to go into the political ramifications of a helmet like this. This is just a piece of military history that I hope you can appreciate for that only. We all know how awful the SS was. We all know Nazi Germany and the atrocities they committed. Honestly, any comments to do with anything about the SS in terms of certainly anything pro will be deleted immediately. So if you're going to comment, let's just keep it in terms of the historic nature of this helmet and nothing else. But thank you for watching, and this is a very interesting piece of history that I am happy to see preserved so that future generations can kind of understand what World War II was about and maybe get some perspective. And if you enjoy videos like this, we will take a look at other helmets from other eras, and well as firearms and all kinds of military in between. So like and subscribe and leave a comment if you are interested. And I will see you soon. Thank you.